Good evening, good evening, good evening, and good evening once again. Hello, hi. My name is Pebbles, founder of Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. I am also the founder of Lured, Lost, and Unsolved. Um, you are now tune in to a very special live broadcast regarding three children who have been reported missing out of the United Kingdom, reportedly by their mother, Dawn Daly. These children have been missing or not seen, not in the company of their mother, their mom, for some time, for several days, for um, from what I can estimate, more than a week, right? More than a week. And so it is of urgency this evening here in the States, broadcasting live out of the United States to ensure that um, so many people across the country and around the world, that so many people across the United Kingdom, and throughout Africa. Okay, so many people are aware that these young children have been disconnected, and it has been reported that the children have been um, illegally removed from their country of residence and relocated somewhere in Tunisia. And so it is of urgency that we are raising awareness and we are ensuring that as many people as possible, they are aware that three beautiful children are missing. And so I want to do what I can do to we got to make this one go viral. Okay, you don't hear me say that a lot, but there are certain circumstances that demands immediate attention from folks all over the world. Now here is one of those circumstances. I'm not just asking you to share out of Chicago tonight. I'm not asking you to share out of Indiana. I love the good people of Indiana. I am not just asking you to share all over Northwest Indiana or in the Midwest or just on the West Coast, right? In the southern states, right? I'm not asking you to, keep the shares limited to the East Coast of the United States of America. I'm asking, we're going abroad. We gotta get these shares out from country to country. You see, if you're in another country, if you're in Canada, we need you sharing in Canada. Tag some folks' names in Canada. See, this is a situation whereas really, from what I'm looking at, these children really could be anywhere. So we have to get the world. This is quite a task tonight. Uh, can we meet the task? Absolutely. We need to get the world tuned in. We have to get, we must ensure that the Canadians are aware of this live stream tonight and the three children who are missing. We must make sure that folks all the way in Russia are aware that these three children are missing and their mother is fearing that they have been taken to Africa by their father. I'm going to get a little bit into that. I will discuss the details as I understand the details to be. I don't want to add anything, any information I haven't seen, posted by the mother of these beautiful children, or at least posted by a legitimate news source. So I'm just trying to share what has been alleged. Okay. We need folks sharing everywhere. We have to ensure this live stream reaches Australia. Absolutely. We have to ensure that this live stream reaches folks all over the continent. Africa is a continent, y'all. Many different countries, but Africa, the continent, the entire continent of Africa, we have to put them on a high alert today, tonight, this morning. I don't know what time it is where you are in the States. Where I am, Central Standard Time is 10:35. If you're on the East Coast in the States, it's probably 11:35. Who knows what time it is right now in California? I can't keep up. In the UK, you all are in the wee hours of the morning right about now, about 5 to 6 hours ahead in the UK. And forgive me for not remembering Australian time, but you all on a different time. Wherever you are, it might be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is where you are in the world. We need you tuned in, and we need you sharing this live stream tonight. We're sharing it from coast to coast here in the States, and we're sharing this live stream globally. This live stream is going to be shared around the world. The world needs to hear us on tonight. The world needs to know about these 3 children who are missing on tonight. And it is evening where I am. Okay. So that's why I'm saying tonight, maybe morning where you are. Okay. So I want to show you the 3 children reported missing. We got to get the shares up. I want as many people as possible. It's 4:36. Is that Manchester where you are? Miss Dunn Daly, is that Manchester? I don't know what part of the UK you are currently in. I'm just assuming Manchester. Absolutely. A GoFundMe can be assessed by anyone, from what I know. I could be wrong, all over the world. So if you have a link, forgive me for not posting the link to the GoFundMe tonight. I was really busy just pushing myself to just start this live stream and you know, do what needs to be done tonight. So forgive me if I don't have links to everything that I should have into this live stream tonight, but you can post the link. Anyone all over the world, from what I know. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. You can donate to a GoFundMe if a GoFundMe has been established for the children. And you can definitely, if you are a family member, a friend, or supporter, whoever you are, you can just post a link. People can donate from America, from South America to North America to Australia, all over the world, all over the United Kingdom. A GoFundMe can receive contributions from people all over the country. I believe they would have to have some sort of, credit card or debit card, of course. They're not accepting cash, of course. It's an online fundraiser. But yes, absolutely, all over the world. And so if you want to explain a little bit, I want to make sure, I don't want to mispronounce your name, and maybe Mariam or Miriam. If you want to just explain, because there will be people tuning in not knowing what the GoFundMe is for. Just just if you want to explain, I'm going to go ahead. I have a lot to talk about tonight. So the GoFundMe link has been posted here. I'll try to keep it posted for most of the live stream, and I may, remove it at times so you can see photos and you can read statements and things of that nature. So there is a GoFundMe um, for the to go towards the safe recovery of the children missing out of the United Kingdom. Okay, missing out of the United Kingdom. Khalid is missing. His mother does not know where Khalid is, and you can try to send me like a voice clip or something if you can through my WhatsApp. If I have mispronounced the names, I went to the pronunciation sites, multiple sites, trying to figure out the correct pronunciations, as I believe the pronunciations of the names of these children would be in Arabic and not in English or British. Okay. So, Mamuna, uh, that is what YouTube gave me and Google gave me in terms of the pronunciation of the name of this child. Mamuna is missing, and Isaiah is missing as well. And I will refer to Isaiah as just simply A, because I just couldn't find any pronunciation that would help at all. I just could not find a pronunciation tool that would give me the correct pronunciation of this name as it is spelled. So I don't want to butcher the name up. I'm just doing the best that I can. Miss A is missing, and she is Don Daly's daughter. Khalid is missing, and Mamuna is missing. Uh, their mother is fighting. She's fighting for their safe return. The father of the children I mentioned, Al Jahani, he has reportedly taken the children you are looking at right now from their origin or their legal place of residence in the United Kingdom, and he has taken the kids, flown them reportedly as far as Africa. Where in Africa? You might wonder where. Tunisia, Africa. Ah, I think I pronounced that Maymuna. Maymuna. That better? Maymuna. I had to go on Google and YouTube and just try to hash it out. So I was pronouncing what they gave me. And then Asia, okay? Hopefully. I have a southern twang to my voice. There is an accent, so it may not be perfect because I have my accent, my United States accent, and I've also lived in the South for a very long time. So there is an accent. It's not going to be, I guess, in perfect, proper English, so to speak. But I do the best that I can. These children are missing. Asia, May, Muna, and Khalid missing. The mother, I believe, I'm looking at a profile in my live chat matching who I believe to be the mother of the missing children. She's in the live chat right now. She's saying that she has been told, it looks like recently, that the children are now in Libya. Wow. Can someone just check for me and let me know, because I don't want to pause this live. I don't want it to be a lot of dead silence. I do have a lot to say, a lot to discuss, a lot of information that I've gathered. Just check and see how many times this live stream has been shared. I just wanted to wait a bit and allow individuals who are maybe up doing different things the opportunity to just know that I'm live. I know it takes a little while for the notifications to go out on social media, on Facebook. I am live from Missing, Lost, and Trafficked Facebook media page. I am live right now from Lured, Lost, and Unsolved Facebook media page. And I am also live on a Missing, Lost, and Trafficked YouTube channel. I'm live in 3 different destinations. So I believe Miss Daly is saying that, and I did post a comment for all to see on this live stream, that she believes her children are in Libya. She just has not received official confirmation yet from what I'm looking at. Okay. The last bit of information I received was Tunisia. So that's why I am reporting that Miss Daly believes her children, both of her boys as well as her little girl, it could have been taken to Tunisia. She is now saying possibly they're in Libya, but it just has not been confirmed. She is pretty confident from information she has told various media outlets she received that her children are in Africa. Okay, so somewhere in Africa, although it is not certain exactly where at this time. Okay, 18 shares. We can do a bit better, but I'm not going to wait for others to share. I'm just going to do what I do. All right. So it's been a little bit more than 5 days ago now. A little bit more than 5 days ago. What is it, like 7 days ago now? It's just showing as 5 days because when I took this screenshot, it had been 5 days since the post was made. The mother of the 3 children, last seen in the United Kingdom on July 30th, she made a post a few days ago. And I'm glad I'm showing you this right now because you need to know about this just so you have proper information. She says, okay, guys, so police update. The Canada thing was a red herring to throw us off. They traveled to Tunisia this week, and I'm assuming they have crossed the border into Libya. Okay. And so that post was made more than 5 days ago. So I wanted you to see that post. And more than 6 days ago, Miss Daly, this is the first post I saw on her Facebook profile discussing the disappearance of her children. I am not her current like Facebook friend, so I can only just discuss what I've seen, I've looked at, observed that has been shared publicly. Okay, so more than 6 days ago, Miss Daly made a post, a very heartbreaking post. She says here, share, 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 guys. Help me bring my babies back. He left with the children and his British Islamic wife. Someone must know her or her family. Her name is Samantha Chappell and changed to Samaya. Okay. So her name was, from what Miss Daly is saying, it was Samantha, but her first name has been changed to Samaya. Okay. And her last name is now Al Jahani. Okay. She did make an edit there in that post discussing that she believed the information she received regarding her children possibly being taken to Canada um, is no longer valid, right? Accurate or credible information. At the bottom of that post, she stated that she believes her children has traveled as far as Tunisia in the company of her ex-partner and his new wife. Okay. And I am reiterating this again, but it's important. I have different people joining this live at different times. She said, but I am only assuming, but I'm sure they will be in Libya now. So she believes that the final destination, from what I'm comprehending, her ex-partner has in mind is Libya. Okay. GoFundMe is accessible in America. GoFundMe is accessible all over the world. If I'm wrong, somebody told me different. I believe you can donate to GoFundMe all over the world. All over the world, from wherever you are in the world. Don Daly says here that a family member of his said they are now in Libya. So thank goodness for the tip received by this unknown family member. And I don't need to know who that person is. Just thank goodness for information coming out. I'm positive information, if the information is credible, will definitely help. It will definitely help. It would help Miss Daly in her efforts to reunite with her children. Okay. And more than likely put a bit of pressure on her ex-partner. Okay. So I just wanted to show you the post. Okay. Post published to Facebook by the mother of the children missing out of Manchester, United Kingdom, possibly taken as far as Libya. Okay. Now I want to show you something else. So let me go into here. Okay. Now, I need you all to just let this sink in. Reflect on what I'm showing you right now. What I am showing you is the results of Google mapping. Google mapping results for the distance from Manchester, UK to Tunisia, Africa. I don't have, and forgive me, the distance in this slideshow for Libya, but I want you to just envision this. Think about anyone taking your children 1,872 miles, give or take, away from home, away from you. Think about that. Let that sink in. 1,872 miles, ladies and gentlemen. Tunisia, Africa is 1,000, that's just an estimate, 872 miles away from their home in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. That is quite far. That's quite far. Her children have been taken across an entire sea into another country, on the land of another continent, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly 19, look at this. Wow. 100 miles. 1,872 miles, ladies and gentlemen, from their home. Some of you just can't even fathom it, imagine it, because you may have some sort of nightmare and wake up in cold sweats just dreaming about this scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Just dreaming about this scenario. So I just wanted you to look at that. Look at the distance for just a bit, so you can better understand somewhat. You can't truly understand because you aren't the mother of these children, but you can better understand how she might be feeling right about now. Okay? That is a long way from home. A long way, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long way. So now it's important that you see who this ex-partner is. I want to show you the ex-partner. Al-Jahani, that is the man, the father responsible for tearing, and you know what I mean when I say tearing, right? Children away from their mother and taking those children nearly 2,000 miles away from home. Fierce Al Jahani is who you're looking at right now. Let me give you a close up of him. This gentleman feels odd calling him a gentleman. He's 33 years of age, and multiple media publications out of the United Kingdom, they've reported that Al Jahani allegedly told Miss Daly he was taking the children on a beach holiday to a fishing village in Robin Hood's Bay in North Yorkshire. Miss Daly claims the plan was to take them to Robin Hood Bay for a week, and then he was going to drop them off the following Wednesday. Yahoo News quotes Miss Daly as having stated. Yahoo News reported Miss Daly was in a state of panic when Fairs failed to respond to her messages and appeared to have left his home, sold his car when she went to pick up her children, the children they procreated together, 10 days later, ladies and gentlemen. 10 days later, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely heartbreaking. Miss Daly reportedly spoke to Al Jahani, spoke with, not to him, but spoke with his employer, okay, who is a restaurant owner. So forgive me if I said spoke to him, but spoke with his employer, okay. And she learned that Al Jahani, he had quit his job a day before catching flight. A day before he, his wife, and their children, their meaning Miss Daly and Al Jahani's children, the children those two individuals had together. I like to make myself perfectly clear. He quit his job. Somehow managed to get passports for the children. I got to look into the process. I know that I don't want to really go into that, like how, because I like to just do research to find out how before I even began to, respond to a lot of the questions that I'm seeing online regarding the passports. I'm seeing it over and over again. I'm reading comments. There are hundreds of comments I'm reading on social media, and a lot of people are asking the same question over and over again regarding the passports. They want to know how. They want to know how. They want to know how. Well, I don't have an answer. How did he obtain the passports? I mean, he is their father, so it may be relatively easy if you can prove that you are the father of children to obtain a passport. But what I like to do is just find out what that process is and what it looks like in the United Kingdom. What is the process? Is it not required for both parents to kind of sign off on that before a passport is issued? I want to find out. I don't want to assume. So I'm just letting you know. I know that a lot of you will have questions regarding the passports and how it was obtained. Okay. And Miss Daly is in the live stream right now commenting, saying, I have their British passports. And she's saying, I believe they traveled on Libyan passports. That is what I've seen what you are stating right now online. That sort of explanation. And yeah, I like to find out how that happens. How, what is the process when children are involved? It's not difficult at all to obtain a passport for in a single adult, but just like the children, I like to know, how does that work? Are they not requiring certain types of records to be shown, or yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into it, ladies and gentlemen. But somehow he obtained passports. They were required. He obtained the passports and traveled. And a day before his flight was to leave, he quit his job. It just appears as though this was just kind of pre-planned. Flights being booked. There was some sort of relocation plans. I doubt, and I am assuming and speculating that all of this was planned out for to live in the street. So he's have to be somewhere. It seems as though there was a plan. There was a residence in mind. And he's a trickster. He's a trickster because he knew not to resign from his job too soon. When he allegedly stopped responding to Miss Daly, I'm pretty sure he was thinking, if I leave too early, maybe she may drive out a little bit, before the 10 days is up. He wanted to give himself time to get far away, to make a clean break, to just make it. He wanted to ensure that it was nearly impossible for Miss Daly to track him down and the children. He wanted her to be comfortable, it seems, with the idea that he was right there in the UK for those entire 10 days and would be there for the entire 10 days he had the children. He was only supposed to have them for 10 days in their country and return them back home in their country of residence. Okay? So he waits. He doesn't leave 5 days within that 10-day agreement made allegedly between he and Miss Daly. He waits. From what I'm reading, it looks like he waited to the 10th day. And you all can correct me if I'm wrong. And left. Just in case Miss Daly began wondering, ladies and gentlemen, like, why is he not? What's going on? And just decide to drive out there. Well, he didn't like break away, right after he got the children. Just in case she decided to check things out, she would be like, oh, well, he did report the word. Oh, I see his vehicle. So he waits to the 10th day and he pre-plans the flights, the relocation on the 10th day. He was supposed to return their children back to their mother. He waits and quits his job. Just hours, it seems, before his flight. or before their flights took off. All right. A lot of pre-planning went into this. A lot of pre-planning, ladies and gentlemen, went into this. So what I've done is I've conducted some research to, find out if there are any international organizations available to assist Miss Daly with recovering her children. I will continue to do research. I will. So far, from what I've learned, um, in order to put legal pressure on Al Jahani, in order to put pressure on him, it seems as though, from what I've researched, Miss Daly would have to contact the family court system that they have in Libya or Tunisia, North Africa, wherever that may be, whatever jurisdiction that falls in, I am not sure. Got to do more research to figure all that out. A lot. It's kind of difficult, but I can try to sort it out. But yes, that would have to happen. The courts would have to be notified. Attorneys would have to be obtained. Police would have to be notified in Libya, Tunisia, wherever Miss Daly feels the children are. Definitely, the courts would have to be involved. Courts and police would have to be cooperative and working together to ensure that they find out, because this is an abduction. It's a name for it. It is an abduction. It's an international abduction, a legal abduction, because there was not allegedly, I have to say alleged because I haven't seen any documents, an agreement for him to take the children out of country on a trip of any sort. So they would have to cooperate with ensuring that he is located, because I believe he's going to go to work somewhere. He's got to survive out there. With finding out where he is, where he works, unless he's working under the table and just working for cash, currency, or something like that. And let him know that he must return the children or be arrested. But again, the courts would have to get involved. The courts have to be notified. Certain documents need to be filed. And attorneys, it's just kind of a must. In order to facilitate that process, and it could be a lengthy process. I'm hoping we could just put a bunch of pressure on this gentleman, and he would just like break and just decide, you know what, let me try to make some arrangements to get the children flown back home or something. Yeah, hopefully. And that's just hope. I'm just hoping, right? He just have to have his conscience would have to bother him to make this a lot easier for Miss Daly to reunite with her children. And maybe we could be influential in doing that. Maybe there's someone out in the area he is currently at that he looks up to, he listens to. Maybe they see this live stream. May possibly, hopefully, family members see it and talk to him, and maybe in the mediation of some sort can be worked out. That is another option, mediation, but he has to be available and willing to talk in order for a proper mediation to go forth. ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I did conduct a bit of research, and I learned about there is an abduction convention, okay, that I learned about. I just learned about all this tonight, okay? Hog Convention. It's actually an international treaty that provides a civil remedy to parents seeking the return of a child wrongfully removed or retained across international borders. Okay, so I recently found out about this treaty, just doing a lot of Googling, just trying to figure out like, what's going on, what could be done to recover a child that has been abducted abroad. So that's how I found out about this treaty. There are a lot of countries who are a part of this treaty, okay? Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Libya is not one of the countries that I filled out a form, just kind of going through the motions to see if Libya is a part of the treaty, because if so, Miss Daly could simply fill out some documents and a form online, and that would help to get the ball rolling for the legal system to kind of step in. But they're not a part of the treaty. The United Kingdom is a part of the treaty. This is just good information here. So what am I saying? If the children are anywhere in the United Kingdom, and maybe they could help to facilitate some sort of mediation of some sort, or possibly get the courts involved out there. I don't know. I'm just presenting the information, and Miss Daly, if she wants to contact this convention and reach out to them and send them the email or call, she certainly can do so. But the United Kingdom is a part of this international treaty that provides a civil remedy to parents seeking, this is just good information, the return of a child wrongfully removed or retained across international borders. Now, that's good. That's good. They could possibly do something, but here's the thing. Here's kind of like, okay, that's good, but what is a challenge here is that Libya is not a part of that treaty. The abduction, from what's being reported, started in the UK. Right? Right? It started in the UK. Passports were obtained. Children boarded a plane with their father without consent, reportedly, allegedly, from their mother, and they were flown out of the UK to another country. There's always a way around stuff. So that's why I'm talking about this treaty, and that's why I'm breaking this information down. Tunisia is not a part of the treaty, but the UK is. That means that because they are a part of the treaty, if an international abduction occurs right on their turf, from what I'm understanding, then they can offer assistance with providing a civil remedy and assist parents with the return of a child. From what I've read, in order for this in order for a child to be successfully transferred back to a parent taken to another country, for this treaty to work the way it's intended to work and to get certain players involved, right? Both countries really need to be in the treaty, a part of the treaty. But what I would advise Miss Daly to do is to just simply reach out. There is some information. Let's see if I have contact information here for her. I believe there is a number. Okay, so those are numbers that you can call to discuss what has happened, Miss Daly, regarding your children, and you would have the opportunity to get information on what resources are available to you. Okay. So I'm glad that those numbers were provided on the website. And I just want to give you an opportunity to write those numbers down. So I'll leave the numbers up for a bit so you can write those numbers down. Okay. And let me know when you've, don't need to look at this screenshot anymore, and I'll move on. They can discuss options available to you in your child's case. I'm doing research. I mean, this is international abduction. I'm not an expert in international abduction. I'm just doing what I can to gather as much information as I can regarding this scenario. Okay. All right. So she has taken the screenshot, and definitely encourage you to reach out and just kind of explain what's going on. And if you do find out that possibly your children aren't in Tunisia or they aren't in Libya, they're in another country, a country that is a part of the treaty, then you will definitely, more than likely, get the support that you need from this convention. There are documents that you can fill out, because all you have to do is just type in the name of the country on the site and just find out if that country participates in the treaty. And if so, you can proceed with completing documents and submitting those documents, discussing this situation that you are currently in. Okay. Also, it's important that Miss Daly, here is what Miss Daly can do in this situation. She can file a criminal complaint. She can use the foreign of that country's judicial system. I did discuss the courts and getting the courts involved, contacting family court, whatever that is called in that country. I don't know what it's called there. In the United States, it's called family court here. It may be possible to have a discussion with a family member who knows exactly where he is with the kids, and try to work on some sort of um, agreement. That's just this. This is what they've advised. Okay. 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 So right now, what I like to do is just make sure uh, that the viewers, my YouTube visitors, I am live on YouTube right now. Subscribers, I don't know how many people are actually watching on YouTube, but I'm live on YouTube. It's kind of late. They're not used to me being late, live this late in the evening. It's 11:25 p.m. Central Standard Time where I am. So I'm going to show everyone photos of the children. If you have a tip that you'd like to share regarding the children, the whereabouts of these children, I'm going to put this tip line here. A lot of times, my supporters will find information that I did not find. Someone will have a tip, they'll have information that they don't want to share with family members or the police, but they just want me to pass it on and do what I can do with it. If you're that person, you don't want to get involved, or you don't want to get too involved, you don't want to personally talk to Miss Daly. If you're that person, there are people like that. They're like, where can I just kind of pass this along to? I'll be the pass along person. You can submit that tip to me regarding the children's whereabouts. Hopefully it's credible and you're not just trolling. Of course, I have my ways of figuring that out. And I will pass that information along to Ms. Daly and whatever police jurisdiction is currently handling their disappearance in the United Kingdom right now. Of course, I'm going to reach out to that department as well. But yeah, I want to show you photos of the children right now. And I know it's late, so I'm not going to be live for very long. I just wanted to make sure that you have a good glimpse of the children. Um, the wife of, excuse me, if I have to look at this, Al Jahani, make sure I pronounce his name correctly, and Al Jahani himself. There is a support group for the children. And so I posted a screenshot of the support group. Bring them home. There's currently 4.2K members in the support group. So I'm hoping that those folks will share this live 4.2K times at least. So you might be wondering what I'm showing you. I'm showing you the place of employment, the previous place of employment listed on Al Jahani's Indeed profile. And this is his Indeed profile. Uh, excuse me, linking it. Sorry, I said Indeed. I'm tired. Linking it. Lord, I hope I'm saying that right. On that profile, forgive me, I found a social media profile. He doesn't have his face posted. He has which I thought that was kind of odd because it's in order to attract employers. He has just his a photo of his children, and that's what really gave it away. It let me know, oh, this is his. Okay, okay. I couldn't find a Facebook profile for him, a Snapchat, Instagram. You know, if you have the information, you could send me an email to me if you have that. I couldn't find those things, but I saw that he was connected to individuals with Arabic names, and I'm really interested in finding out if these are people he speaks with on a regular basis. I saw that there's a list. You know, I'm snooping around. I'm trying to find out who knows him. Who knows him? Somebody knows him. Somebody just spoke to him yesterday and knows exactly where he is, and they know where the kids are. They just don't know what's going on. That's all. It's a matter of getting everybody in his circle who sees him every day, wherever he is. He's got to come out. He's got to do something. Go to the store. He's gonna have to make money. I'm reaching all the way to Africa. Yeah, I sure am. I believe somebody gonna see this, or possibly I may make contact with his connects, employment connects, and someone will say, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, I know exactly where he is with those children." You know, that's just what I'm hoping. So I'm snooping around. I see that he has connections. Yeah, these people could be exactly where he is. I was just looking at the names, and so I'm making a note of that. So okay, got a few Arabic connections. Okay, yeah. So it is now 11:35 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the United States of America. Um, I don't know what time it is where you are in the world. I'm certain there are individuals viewing this live stream throughout the U.S. and abroad. What I would like for you to do is share this live stream. Let me know in the comments where in the world, where in the States you are sharing this live stream from. And I certainly hope Miss Daly's children are found sooner rather than later. I'm hoping that some sort of mediation can be worked out. I'm hoping that she is not uh, in a situation where she's going to have to retain legal counsel. That is expensive. It costs money. We're talking about international legal case. It's just, this is very expensive. Try to go through hell and back to get the courts involved in Tunisia or Libya or wherever this person may be, wherever her ex-partner may be. I'm hoping it does not get to that point. It's already at that point, but what I'm hoping is simply that someone who knows this man could talk to him and something can be worked out. I don't think a long-term solution, if this man really loves his children, to whatever conflict, and yes, I believe some sort of conflict drove him to this. Was it rational? I don't know. I'm not in his head, but it certainly isn't the decision he made. It's not the best decision. It's really selfish, and it's just I'm just not believing that the best thing to do to resolve whatever the personal conflict was or is to alienate the children from their mothers for the rest of their natural lives, or whenever they're getting old enough to find her one day. All right, I don't believe that that is going to be the solution here. I'll just take the kids and hide them forever. I don't believe that is, your children are going to be resentful towards you. Mr. Al Jahani, they are. You're going to be vulnerable one day, and you're going to need your children's love and respect. And I don't know, Mr. Al Jahani. I hope that you listen to this live stream. That your wife, I don't know if you care or not, is happy about 3 children being in your home, whatever home you are in. And I'm not sure that she is prepared to love on those children, take care of those children, nurture the minds of those children, have the same emotions. It's nearly impossible for those children as their birth mother already has for them naturally. I don't know if she was ready. See, you're moving off emotions, Mr. Al-Jahani. It's an emotional decision that's gonna put you in a world of trouble. This is gonna backfire in your face, and you're gonna hate you did this. Because I don't know that your wife is ready or prepared for that. A lot of them aren't. They want to be stepmothers, but from a distance. I'm keeping it 100 tonight. This is just how we talk over here in the States. I'm keeping it real. I'm being honest about how these things work when step parents are involved. I don't know. That's what you wanted to do. So how are they being treated, Mr. Al? How are they being treated? Are they being loved and cared for and respected? Are their wishes being honored? Are they being nurtured the way they should be nurtured? Because you decided to just make this rash decision. And I don't know that this was a decision that your wife was prepared for. So I'm challenging you tonight or whenever you listen to this live stream. I believe this live stream will reach you. I believe this live stream will reach your family to rethink the decision that you have made. As the children get older, as they mature, this decision, as the days pass, as you have to deal with the emotional trauma, ongoing trauma the children are experiencing right now, I don't believe you'll be at peace with the decision that you have made to do this in the long run. He should absolutely be tagged in this live stream. But, I know you didn't ask me that question, but absolutely. And when a parent loves their children, they don't want to put them through unnecessary emotional trauma. Your ex-wife has alleged that she has allowed you, permitted you to be with your children 10 days. Here in the States, there are fathers fighting to see their kids for 2 hours. They're fighting to see them for 3 hours. The mothers are giving them hell and they won't let them see them for years at a time. She trusted that you would do what you're supposed to do as a father, bond with your children, but then bring them back or have some sort of forward discussion with her. That is what adults do. If there is some sort of discrepancy or an issue of some sort regarding the visitation and custody arrangements made. So, yes, it is a bit selfish, in my opinion, for you to just plan to leave the country with the children and sort of make this permanent move with the children. This decision, major decision, without input from their mother, consent from their mother. If indeed She permitted you to be with your children for 10 long days. I say long because in the United States, there are fathers unable to see their kids for 30 minutes. Some can't even bring them a happy meal. Reconsider your actions. Please contact Ms. Daly. Please reevaluate what's best for the children. So some sort of mediation can be worked out. I don't believe what you have done has been done in the best interest of the children. It just seems more like some sort of hateful, emotional act. And it will come back to haunt you later. Y'all have a nice evening.